See, why is that not right? They all line up. I don't understand. It's changed. Something about this has changed. Yo ho ho. Welcome back, one and all. It is Terra Firmacraft. It is DankNStein. It is the Iron Age. And look at this. So much progress. So much progress last time. I'm loving my little path. But we've been away for a while. It's been a couple of weeks since the last episode. Partly I've been busy. That's life leading up to Christmas. Partly because when I have had time to look at this series, I've been doing some experimenting with minimap mods. And I really wanted to get that Antique Atlas thing working. And, it just was so complicated with this new version of TFC. I did a few experiments. I tried to do some clever stuff. I'm not clever enough. And so, shout outs to Verve, because I remember you got it working with Poetica back in the day. But yeah, I think TFC's been upgraded many times since then as well. And ultimately, I did want to keep that immersion of maybe we have to craft the map. I did say, we would not introduce a map mod until the Iron Age. Now we're here, I kind of feel like if you can work iron, you can draw a map. So it doesn't feel like we're going to break our kind of immersion here. But you'll notice I don't actually have a mini-map mod right now. And that's because I went for zeros, which a few of you recommended, or zeros, I don't know how you pronounce it. But I just went for the world map. So we have no mini-map. We can't just see where we are while we're running around, because that would break the immersion. But having a folded up piece of paper in our pocket where we're drawing, our surroundings, fair enough. That makes sense. So we have the world map. So if I press M, we got it. We have a map. Now, interestingly, when it just loaded in just now, it seems, revealed everything we've already previously explored. So you can see we head north. There's our dock that we built. And we did that one mission where we went around the island this way. And that was the one we went quite far. And then we sort of got to the new rock types down here. And we sort of thought, you know what? This doesn't look like it's looping around anytime soon. Then we did the mission we went around this way. And this is where we got the sphalerite and stuff. I think there should be a little platform somewhere there. That's where we got the sphalerite. So we have the map. We have the map now to do some exploring. So that's kind of exciting, and I hope we haven't broken the immersion too much by making that decision. I do think as we now look to progress beyond iron, and we need things like graphite and kaolinite, and we need to find nickel and all the rare things, and start building up big resource stockpiles of metals and alloys. So so this is where we're at. We want to be able to melt these down, but that's where the crucible comes in. Once we get to steel, I may add some sort of item, was it JEI or NEI or whatever they're called? We'll add some sort of item dictionary mod in when we hit steel, I think. But look, we did the full armor set, and look, we still got some charcoal in our inventory as well. So yeah, okay, so cool. So what do we actually want to do today? Well, we could go out exploring with the new map, and we may do a bit of that. But actually, you know what? What I really want, I'll tell you what I want, what I really want. I want a hut. I want to do a bit of building around here. It's not snowing right now. And we've got the path, so that's good, so we can make our way back and forth. But snow can still fall on all of this. And it would be cool if it was covered maybe. Getting the fruit in is always good. And you can see TFC has actually had a little update. A nice sort of UI update. Well, you can just hover the calendar to see the time of day. That's nice. The nutrition screen looks way nicer now with the little pictures. Very cute. Oh yeah, and we established we can farm wood ash with sticks and water, right? Let's because we were talking about this last time, but let's prove that fact now, because wood ash, do I have some somewhere? Okay, I can't find it, but whatever. Let's just take all of these sticks. We'll leave the big bundles, but we'll just take all the loose ones for now. And let's just prove this point, what I've been talking about. We want another path like that going down to the farm. So we could build that today as well. But I think we might need to go get more basalt for that. More smooth basalt. But look. We need somewhere with running water that isn't going to freeze, actually. That's the point. Here, on this corner here should be fine. We get a stick back. There. Wood ash. And look, it gives us nutrients for our soil. This is key. This is absolutely key. So if I put a torch down there, and then we do this, then we can turn all these sticks to torches, and then we can turn all these torches to sticks and wood ash. So we can essentially farm a lot of wood ash here. So there we go. That's 2 stacks of sticks. I'll just show you the process. Okay, that fell in a hole. Let's get that back. So if I stand on the block itself, maybe that's the best. I mean, sometimes you get nothing. Wait, do you sometimes get nothing? I think you do. Yeah, there we go. We got nothing that time. Okay, yeah. Four pieces. Okay, yeah, so it's slow going, but like you saw how many sticks we have. So yeah, let's do this for a bit. So what else for today's episode? Some paths around the place, maybe a little bit of building. I think we're just going to catch up on chores like this around the yard, really. We made so much technological progress the last couple of episodes that I kind of want to just chill and get ready for spring. That's my main agenda. That said, I will probably go wandering off somewhere at some point to try and find some ore, because it would also be fun to find an ore we haven't mined any of yet. Maybe some gold, maybe some silver, maybe some nickel, maybe some kaolinite or graphite, but just to explore somewhere, to put the map into use, explore somewhere I haven't been to. Maybe we take a boat to another island, or come in and explore the middle of that landmass, or something altogether different, go over there or something. But I just think a little bit of exploring to put the map to use, and to put our new modestly forged iron pick to use as well, and to just kind of test the productivity there. Okay, that's quite fast. Okay, yeah, cool. That's very nice. Just hold it down. Yeah, and look, 20 bits of wood ash. So this is not a bad trick, you know. Don't know if anyone else has discovered this one, or if this is a DankNStein special. Reminds me of all the time I spent sifting gravel in the Reloaded series. I think we got most of our graphite from sifting gravel in that series, at least in the early game. It was pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, if you think we had 3 of those bundles of sticks back at the base, and each one of those bundles is 9 stacks, and this was less than 9 stacks we've done just now, we can certainly have wood ash for every sort of farm plot we have. Let's save the 18. Oh, but look, all the sticks we got back, now we can recycle round again. Jokes. Right, okay, well, all in all, 54 pieces of wood ash is not bad. I'm going to keep it with the seeds, and then we can use it in the spring to fertilize the soil just before we plant them. I think our seeds are up here. Certainly some of them are. I've been overflowing wood. Yes, we've got loads of basalt cobble, but I think we might be out of smooth. I think we put some stuff up in these chests as well, didn't we? No, we didn't yet. Okay. Yeah, so we are out of smooth basalt, so we need to go get some more. And we don't have a chisel. Our chisel broke. Okay, so we could do a little bit of making some iron tools, couldn't we? Okay, so I think we're just going to make 2 tools. We're just going to make a chisel and we're going to make a scythe, because we do actually need a scythe as well right now. Alright, here we go. Let's watch my terrible welding skills. I feel like something's changed about how this works. What was it I wanted? I wanted a scythe. So they come in from that side. So does this mean I need to hit that one and then that one? Yes. Okay. So it hasn't changed that much then. So I come over here, do a little hit, then one of those, and then that. Oh, that was close, wasn't it? See, why is that not right? Hit, they all line up. I don't understand. It's changed. Something about this has changed. I realised this last time. I kept failing. But look, the hit lines up with the hit. The draw lines up. Hit last. Draw second last. Bend third. So I need to be doing them the other way around. But what? Okay, so bend. So, oh, come on. Am I going mad? Maybe I'm just going mad in my old age. Okay, let's try and make the other thing we wanted, which was a chisel. So it needs to be okay. Oh, they have like different specific things now. Hit last. So we just need to do something like hit, draw, hit. Hit, draw, hit. Okay, something like that. Hit, draw, hit. Well forged chisel head. Okay. Alright, let's assume we're going to get it this time. So bend. So we need to go bend first, then this one, and then a hit. Bend, 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 bend. Hit. Something like that. Right, so let's do this. Oh, come on. So, bend. Okay. Modestly forged. Okay, well, I think I get it now. Was it always like that? I don't think they ever used to have, like, not last. I think it used to just be an order of 3, and you always had to do them in that order. But now, there's, like, conditions, like, not last, rather than, like, first, second, third. Or I'm just, yeah, like I said, I'm just, in my old age, I've just forgotten how to do the thing that I've spent tens of hours in my life doing. The amount of hours I've spent probably forging in Terra Firma Craft is probably a terrifying statistic that truly nobody should know. Right, anyway. Lovely, look at that and that. Okay, good. So we're getting into the Iron Age proper now. We will take the scythe with us just in case, but we're just gonna. Oh yeah, no. Let's. Oh, I should have cooked it. Wait, is it still on? Is the forge still on? No. Would have been clever if I'd have remembered to do it at the time, but never mind. I think it will cook very quickly in here. Almost immediately. Okay, let's go back to the hematite and get some more smooth basalt, I think. Right, so here we are. Didn't take as long. And I probably will just chill here off camera for a bit because, I mean, this is literally what we spent most of last episode doing. Right, just a quick check-in then here. We have made quite a mess around here. Everything's sort of falling to pieces. But we found a really dense hematite bit. I've got loads of the smooth basalt now. But we found this very dense bit of hematite as well. So I'm just going to try and take it all, really. It is the plan. But I am a bit nervous because I keep having these very, very near misses. Okay, little operation cleanup here. But yeah, we're just down to traces now. Or nothing. So I think we got it all. I've tidied up so there's no water going down. And yeah, this should be enough smooth basalt for us to make paths around our base. So I'm happy with that, and we're heading home. Alright, we are back. Now, what we got? A nice little bit more rich. I think we run out of rich. A bit more normal. Quite a lot more normal. And a little bit more poor as well. Lovely. Just a little top up there. Nothing major. Is this farm really going to be big enough for us in the long run? Or do we want to do a little bit more terraforming? Maybe we should just work on the farm area here. I think that might be quite nice. Maybe we should make an iron hoe. Right, what we got? Punch last, hit not last, and bend not last. So I'm going to go bend, big hit. Okay, no, bend, big hit, bend, big hit, bend, big hit. I think I need to do once more and then boop. Ah, oh, come on. Bend. Little hit. No, okay, bend. Big hit, and then there we go. Well forged. Alright, I'll take it. Okay, I think we're kind of getting used to it now, how these things work. But I think having a posh hoe, at least back in the day, this used to give you more information. I don't know if the ice is still hydrating it or not, or if it's about the depth of the water in that area. Who knows? If I break the ice, I do get water back, don't I? Okay, so let's break all the ice so that we can actually at least see what's going on in a typical watery environment. See if that changes things. No, there's still some of them at 38. That is weird. I do not know for why. I struggle to know what the difference is. Why would that one be so much less hydrated than that one? Makes almost no sense to me. But yeah, I guess we just kind of want to expand it a little bit, like particularly in this direction, which I think just means quite a lot of digging, unfortunately for us. But let's just dig it out a bit. Let's see what we can do here. I don't think it needs to be hugely bigger. It might as well be a little bit. Do you know what I mean? The other thing though is that like roaming animals and stuff will drop onto the crops if we leave these kind of cliff edges next to them. So I kind of also don't really want to do that. And we also want to be filling in gravel. So we're just going to sort of do a bit of this, I think, and just kind of generally expand the farm. Oh, look, we can expand the pool as well, actually, which is probably not a bad idea either. All right, okay. I wasn't actually planning on doing... Oh, that's a shame. I wasn't actually planning on doing a montage then, but it just happened and we just sort of did it. And I quite like it. I just did so much digging and we may still terraform more. The thing that I really wanted to do was to be able to kind of put some fences around these plots in case we do have animals coming through. And I kind of just expanded the farm a bit. Nice brick sort of outline for it there. And yeah, and then we've got this. I may still tweak the rhythm of this and the flow of it a bit, but I'm reasonably happy with it. It doesn't quite match to here, but then again, this edge is pretty temporary anyway. So I think it should be okay. I think we should be fine. You know, I mean, I suppose what we could do, quite simply, is this. There we go. That should just legitimize everything. Yeah, so a little bit of building. Well, not really building, terraforming, just upgrading. I do like it. And I think, yeah, we could smoothen this out quite a lot, make sort of all of that area a little bit more that kind of height. And then it could go up like there. So yeah, that's them plans. But with all these iron tools I've been banging out, I only have 3 ingots left. So I feel like between episodes we may do some more iron working, just so that we've got ingots to hand. And then yeah, all these trees have grown back here. So that's another sort of between episodes thing. We could sort of get our scythe going. And what we may do as well, in fact I think we certainly will, is another couple of exploration live streams now. Or soon at least. But I mean, definitely exploration is another thing that we need to do now. We have the map. It's all happening. And so I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching. And we will be back again soon with more. Like, subscribe, big up yourselves. Peace.